And she was like, yeah, like the videos on YouTube are English because YouTube is in English. Hello, it's for English speakers. And I was like, fuck. I had to explain to this girl that most of YouTube is not in English and that like the whole world uses YouTube in their own language.
She sounded like she was in a corner all her life.
I'm curious.
What's good, y'all? It's the Demouchets React, and we're back with another video. Who we got today, C?
Today we are back with the dumbest thing Americans have ever said to you. Part 2. Super excited about this video, guys, but if you're new to us and we're new to you, make sure you scroll down, hit the red subscribe button, and turn on the post notification bell because we are on the road to 50K, and we cannot get there without you guys, alright? Without further ado, let's get into the video.
Thing an American has ever said to you?
So I am Italian and I go to college in the US. I was on a phone call with my advisor to schedule my classes for spring semester, okay? So at some point he goes like, wait, you're Italian. I love Paris. I've been there a few years ago. And I told him, yeah,
oh
I
my
love
God.
Paris too. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful place. I've been there a few years ago too. And he goes like, I also took some French classes in high school too. And I was like,
French?
yeah, French. Yeah, I know
What
French.
the hell do what I say?
I don't know. I'm trying to piece it together, but I can't.
And I was like, yeah, I studied it because in Italy we don't speak French and Paris isn't in Italy. So yeah, that's it. In Italy we speak Italian. And the capital of Italy is Rome. And he was like, oh my God, how could I forget?
What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Excuse me, why do you speak Spanish? Well, a lot of my friends speak Spanish, so I decided to teach myself. It's not hard. You don't look Mexican.
Oh, no.
I'm not. I'm black. Like, so you're black and you speak Spanish?
Oh, no.
And your English seems okay. Yes, black people can learn other languages.
We can.
Well, I mean, like, I guess, but, like, it doesn't make sense that you speak Spanish if you're not Mexican.
What is the dumbest thing an
Yeah, we're going to
American
cut
has ever
that
said to
conversation
you?
short.
Yeah.
I had an American girl message me on Instagram the other day expressing how she's keen for marriage and whatnot. I wasn't interested for multiple reasons, so I thought the easiest and nicest way to let her down would be to state the obvious fact that we're from different countries. So I told her, you're from America, I'm from Australia, it's probably not going to work. And she had the audacity to say, it's okay, I can sponsor you.
That is so disrespectful.
Sponsor? Bitch, what? Do they not teach Americans that there's other countries in the world where people are living happily? Not all of us are chasing that American dream. Our kangaroos in Australia are more civilized than your people, and our spiders are nicer than your people. Why would I want to move to
Not the
America?
kangaroo.
Sponsor?
I'm curious. What is the dumbest thing an
He said the kangaroos is more civilized than us. You have a point, but y'all kangaroos be want to fight.
Put them in the ring. And keep, yeah, put the
American
thing in the
has ever
ring.
said to you?
So I'm travelling in Australia, I'm in a hostel in Brisbane, and this is an American couple. I ask them where they're from, they tell me they're from Alabama. I'm like, oh my God, that's
Alabama?
amazing, I've never been to America. And they're like, oh really? America's so close to Jamaica. And I'm thinking, what?
Oh,
And they say,
man.
well, I'm not from Jamaica. Oh, sure you are, you sound Jamaican to me. And I was like, well, I'm actually from Wales. And
Yeah, she sound like
and she's
She can
from
pass.
Yeah.
Wales. I'm like, oh God, what have I said? Like, have I offended them in some way? And they're like, you can't say you're from a fake country. That is so offensive. And I'm like,
The
"So
UK.
Wales is a real country. No, it's not. It's an animal.
the Prince of Wales, right?
No, it's a real
How can you
country.
say it's fake?
Who do you think Charles is? You know, Queen of Elizabeth's son. Like, he's Prince of Wales.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's Prince of the Animals. Everybody knows that he owns all the
We don't
rights in the
claim
world.
them. We don't claim them.
I'm curious. What is
Wow.
the
We
dumbest
don't
thing
claim
an
it,
American
no.
has ever said to you?
There was a Haitian kid in my class, and they said, hey, Biko, you're from Kenya. They're from Haiti. So y'all both from Africa, right? Someone said I don't count as African-American because my family is from Africa and I was born in America. I
Ah,
had
that's
someone
those
legitimately tell me,
conversations.
if they didn't want to be slaves, why didn't they fight back? Once people found out that the darker the color, the more heat it absorbs, it was pretty much over for me.
Bruh.
And someone was going to call out the fact that, oh, you're...
This had to be like elementary
Break
kids,
up.
right?
People ask me if I speak African.
No.
No matter what the athletic accolade I get, someone is going to say it's because I'm black. No, seriously. They're just going to be like, oh,
These
you're dark-skinned, of
stereotypes.
course
That's
you're
all I
black."
hear right here. That's a lot of stereotypes.
Okay. Stupidity is in no way a specifically American trait, but when Americans do it, damn, they do it well.
I'm curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
I live in Arizona, and I graduated high school here. But one of my first days in high school, this girl sat next to me in English class. She was like, "Oh, where you from?" And then I tell her I'm from Denmark, and she's like, "Oh, isn't that in Chicago?"
Oh, that's hard. That's hard. That was tough.
American
Dang,
said to you.
can't believe she said
Oh my
that.
god, I can make a lot of these because I studied in the U.S. as a non-American for like a year, so I've heard a lot of crazy shit, but here's one of them. So I was with a group of Americans, and we were discussing whether or not we had seen a celebrity in public yet, because we were in New York, and sometimes in New York, you can just see, like, Zendaya walking around the street. And I had just gotten there, so I had not seen a celebrity yet, so I was telling them how in Prague, that doesn't happen. But then I told them that I had seen a famous Czech YouTuber walking around my neighborhood once, and this girl was like, "Wait, Czech YouTuber? I don't get it." And I was like, what do you not get? And she was like, "Does he make videos in Czech?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she was like, "How does he do that? YouTube is in English." And I was like, no, it's what? And she was like, "Yeah, like the videos on YouTube are English because YouTube is in English. Hello, it's for English speakers." And I was like, fuck, I had to explain to this girl that most of YouTube is not in English and that like the whole world uses YouTube in their own language.
She sounded like she was in a corner all her life.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
When I was a senior in high school, I was a teacher assistant for one of the U.S. history classes. And let me tell you, some interesting things were said by those students. My favorite being this. We were discussing whether or not Puerto Rico should become an actual state and not just a territory of the United States. We're having a perfectly good conversation until this one girl raises her hand. Her question... Her question was, but if we make Puerto Rico a state, where would we put it? A few moments go by, and me and the teacher are looking each other in the eye, and we're just oh my god.
You can't move it.
And then she kind of takes a moment and goes, "Oh." And we're like, thank God, like she figured it out. No, her response was, "We could just put it where Rhode Island is. No one cares about Rhode Island."
What?
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
So I'm Mexican,
cringing,
and I was working in Tulum. One day I was talking with this girl, and she said to me, "I really wanted to visit Mexico in Cinco de Mayo to see your Independence Day." Sorry, what? Yeah, Cinco de Mayo, your Independence Day? Oh, actually our Independence Day is on September 16. Don't lie to me, I know South American history, and I know that Mexico Independence Day, it's on Cinco de Mayo. Well, actually no, Mexico's North America. And you can Google that, actually. You can see that Mexico's Independence Day is on September 16. Oh my god, you have Google?
No.
Yes, why? I mean, I'm really surprised that you can speak English and use Google.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Oh, I was made for this. Okay. So
she said she was made for this.
Here, I was in 6th grade, and I was getting enrolled to this middle school, and I was meeting up with the assistant principal. And basically, she asked me from where I was from, and I'm like, "Oh, I'm from Colombia, like I just moved here." And then she's like, "Oh my god, really? So do y'all live in trees and eat alligators for breakfast?"
Oh no.
The disrespect.
Last time I remember, I was living in a very nice house, eating pan de bono with some chocolisto, but that's fine.
I'm kind of curious. What is the dumbest thing an American has ever said to you?
Stuff.
So I was an exchange student in the U.S. and I would randomly get asked by questions. And then one time I said I was Asian because Philippines is in Southeast Asia. And then they literally said, "Philippines is in Asia? I thought it was in Europe."
Oh no, that's way off. No.
And then one time
Girl.
I was in the bus, I got asked,
She got that from the
"Do
U.S.
you have school? Do you have farm animals in the Philippines? Do you know what an iPhone is? Girl, would you think about some sort of a different planet? Like,
Yeah.
whoa. God.
What's a piece of information that you learned?
That's funny.
But that was the end of that. Okay, so first of all, I went to school with a lot of Asians, and Asians are snappy. I love it. But she got that from the U.S.
That just goes to show you how in the box a lot of people are, man.
Yeah.
They don't branch out. They don't want to know more than they know now. So
Right.
they ask questions and they
Right.
put themselves in a really cringy looking position. It's like, where do you go to school?
Right.
Almost, you know what I'm saying?
Right,
Like,
and they do teach us, like schools do teach us, you know, geography and all of that, but it's upon ourselves to really learn the where things are, and so we don't have these little dumb moments.
yeah, you gotta have a little stuff that you can read a book.
Read a book.
Just read a book.
Yes.
All the information you need is in books.
Watch videos, YouTube videos.
No doubt.
It's not hard to find out where things are. Like this video, subscribe, turn on the post notification bell. We have enabled our super thanks. If you would like to support the channel that way, it helps us to create more quality content. We'll see y'all guys soon.